just gonna go in with the Dermalogica pre-cleanse. I don't know if you, maybe I have to do it this far. But this is what it looks like. It's actually really good. Like, I love it. I got it from Sephora. I do want to make a little disclaimer that I know I use filler words a lot, such as like and so please bear with me for this video because I noticed it more than usual. I don't really know if it's like that with the other videos, but please trust me, I'm aware of it and I'm trying to get better. Thanks. But this stuff works so good. Like, even when I'm at Sephora and I just like am testing makeup like on my hands, I'll use this stuff to take that makeup off because it works that good. And it literally like cleans your face so well. It's just amazing and it smells really nice. But yeah. But I really just sort of wanted to talk about like, I guess like sort of like my headspace and like what I've been thinking about lately, because there's no like new things that I want to try out right now. I feel like my skincare routine and like my regimen is really under control. So I kind of like sort of burnt through that. But overall, like I just found myself struggling a lot, like creatively. I don't think with this channel or anything, because I'm actually having a lot of fun, like making my thumbnails and like editing my videos and even filming, because at first filming was so daunting. Like, it was so hard to do. Like, recording yourself is extremely difficult, but I think I finally got the hang of it. Or, you know, like I'm closer to getting the hang of it than I was in the beginning. And I'm just like so proud of myself, you know, because before I feel like it would take me like 40 minutes to an hour to film a 15-minute video or something like that. And when I was editing it, I'd have to chop down so much of the video. But now I think I film for like about as long as the videos are, which is great. That being said, today I kind of just woke up and was like, I really want to do something with clothes. I feel like I kind of mentioned this before, but I am extremely passionate about fashion. And it's like my end goal to have a fashion line of some sort, you know? And whether that be making designs or like things from scratch or just like purely upcycling, like I don't know what that's gonna look like, because I still want it to be sustainable. You know, I definitely don't want to create a bunch of waste. I want to make very like thoughtful designs that have like longevity, things like that. So I've just been struggling with what I want to do about that. And today I was like, you know, I should really, let me put my thinking cap on and figure that out, because it's not like I've been putting it on the back burner, but I just had all this other life stuff I wanted to get sorted out before I could even think about that stuff, you know? And when it comes to sort of like my vision for where I want to end up in life, I think about that every single day, you know, like the type of life that I want. And I feel like it's really important to always envision that, like every single day, like when you wake up throughout the day, whenever you're going through something tough, just like envision that moment in the end when like you have everything that you want, you know? And I feel like stuff like that really keeps you moving and going. And I guess honestly it's like a form of manifestation, but to me it's just sort of like a reminder of why I'm doing this. Like, even on my phone, at the beginning of the year, I made this mood board for how I wanted my year to look like, and I made it my lock screen, you know? So I look at it every single day. When you set daily reminders for yourself and like always keep that end goal like within reach, then I feel like it seems a lot more tangible, you know? And when it comes to motivation and like trying to stay positive and things like that, it's not easy. Like, it's so hard for me, but I feel like, you know, I can't give up on myself. I literally heard that from somewhere. I can't really remember who I heard it from or like where it was, but I just heard the phrase like, you know, you can't give up on yourself. And ever since then, like I just think about it during those times when like I'm tired, when I don't want to do anything, when I don't want to get out of bed, you know, when I want to be lazy, when I want to relax, and I'm just like, I can't give up on myself. You know, whether it be the gym, whether it be getting organized, this channel, figuring out different ways to be creative, even my job, you know, like giving my job 100% every single day. I just feel like the harder you work to stay mindful, you know, about like your daily activities and making sure that they're conducive to like your end goal, then you'll get there pretty fast, you know? Let me wash this stuff off my face and like actually, I don't know, put some soap on it and stuff, and I'll be right back. I don't really remember where I left off at. I have really bad short-term memory, but I guess basically like what I'm getting at too is like I had to learn how to not be so hard on myself, you know, because I feel like just throughout my whole life, like I was always hard on myself. I was always just like, you know, I should be doing better. I could be doing better. I'm not trying hard enough. Maybe I'm not trying at all. But recently, like within the last couple months, I feel like I've just really had to tell myself to chill and that things are gonna happen the way they're supposed to happen. Like I'm a firm believer in like things happening the way that they're supposed to, as long as you put in the effort, you know? Sorry. I forgot to put on chapstick after I washed my face. Sorry if it was looking crusty. But yeah, I just like, I used to be so hard on myself, and honestly, like being hard on yourself is a waste of time because like I said, you know, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you know your hard work will pay off. And as a person who gets overwhelmed so easily, like it just makes me doubt the process and like the things that I'm going through, you know? But I just feel like at the end of the day, if you always think about your end goal and like stay positive about it and like honestly never give up, like you can have bad days, you know, you can have those days where, you know, you don't want to do anything at all, or like, you know, you just feel like you just need to lay in bed, but only give yourself that one day, because after that, like you really got to keep it pushing. And I think that was something that I also had to learn because I I would just always feel tired all the time, you know, and I would, sorry, there's a bus. And I would always just crave those moments where, you know, I could just sleep in or like lay down and stuff like that. But then I realized like, it's not that I don't have time for it right now, but I deserve to be doing so much more. And by feeling like I need to relax, maybe that's the wrong way to put it, but basically like the more I just like craved relaxation, the more I was putting myself back. And I just feel like the more I sort of had to basically shift my thinking just around how I view work, how I view off time, how I view all of it, right? Like my schedule, staying organized, and really tell myself that, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't wake up at like straight up at 7 a.m. You know, like it's okay if I wake up at 8. Like I can be an hour behind schedule, things like that. Or like it's okay if I don't do things in this exact order like throughout the day, because I can be flexible with myself. And I think like being flexible with myself has really given me the room to just like sort of grow and like learn who I am as a person and like how I want to operate on my day. Because I feel like people, they just like value, or no, you might just hear people valuing like a schedule and like a routine like so much, you know. And I think that really like got me wrapped up in thinking like, oh, like I need this routine, I need this schedule. But come to find out, like stuff like that doesn't really work out for me, you know. I'm like such a go with the flow person that, you know, doing things at like a very strict time and like in a strict way just like doesn't help me out. So I think like also with that, like learning that I do need to get things done during the day and that there are important things to prioritize, but also like I can do it however I want to do it and as long as it gets done. You know, it's even as simple as I know that I don't go to sleep early. I have never gone to sleep early my entire life, and I don't think I ever will. you know? So just understanding that is like also telling myself like, well, I'm gonna stay up till midnight, then I should be productive until midnight. You know, I don't need to wait till 10 o'clock and just like sit on my phone or like watch TV or something. I think it's just like, again, I can't give up on myself, so I'm never gonna put myself in a situation where I set myself up to fail. And that in itself has just been so just like such a mental like challenge, you know, because re-hardwiring your brain to literally stay determined and motivated every single second of the day can seem overwhelming. And at first it is, but then once you make it a habit, then it's nothing, it's easy, and it's like all you're focused on is that end goal. I feel like this whole like motivational talk or whatever just like really stemmed from me not trying, but like getting closer to like figuring out what I want my clothing line to be, or like how I want to make those steps to like get to it. And today I woke up and I was like, I know I mentioned this before, but I was just like, you know, I need to figure this out. Like, I've been not doing it for a little bit longer than I like, and I need to figure it out and just do it today, you know? So I did a lot of thinking last night and this morning, and I was like, you know what? This one idea is really sticking with me. And I was like, why don't, because I've always been interested in the idea of like upcycling clothes and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, why don't I just like try to paint clothes? Because I also paint. I have this painting behind me that I did. I do landscapes, like I paint. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll insert some photos. And painting is something that I actually really love to do. I just learned within the last couple years when I was living with my grandma over the pandemic. And it was just something that I was so proud of, because I was like, wow, I know I'm an artistic person, but I didn't know I could do that, you know? And I really want to sort of translate my love for painting and put it onto my love for clothes and really figure that out, because I also love talking about a lot of things that I love, but I love like graphic things, you know, like I love streetwear. So if I could make like graphic designs on clothing, that would sort of just like, you know, bring everything together, and I'm really excited about that. Like today I thrifted a bunch of pants and I was like, I'm just gonna try this out. I went to the store, got this like paint additive to make my acrylics like fabric friendly or whatever, and I'm just gonna like try it out. Like I'm forcing myself to be inspired, because I haven't been inspired for so long, and I'm really excited to see how this goes, because I have thought about doing this in the past, but I get discouraged really easily, because I mean, I get overwhelmed so easily. But just really trying to stay focused and stay on the grind like has really helped me just sort of open up my mind to like all the things that I could do. But yeah, I'm really excited to try that. I don't know if I'll film that process on this channel, because I've also like, I hope nobody tries to look for it, but I do have a TikTok and I really want to promote my channel on there, just because I feel like it's a better platform to do that. And I think like the format of TikTok videos would be more appealing for the clothes situation that I want to do. So I might do that. I'm not really sure, but basically when I filmed this video, I knew what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't really know how it was going to come out. So that's just my whole thought process on everything. And I pretty much just had like this kind of epiphany today. I have a lot of epiphanies. And I'm also just trying something new with my videos, because I haven't really just sat here and like talked to you guys about what goes on in my head. And I really want you guys to know like who I am as a person and like how I got to this point, because again, even with this YouTube channel, like it took me so long to work up the courage to just be like, I'm gonna post something. Like literally, I've been thinking about making a YouTube since I was like 18 and I'm 25, you know what I mean? So yeah, you just got to keep that end goal in mind. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, as always, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you could comment, like, and subscribe, don't forget to turn my notifications on, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.